Deez, let's do it. 10 and 10.
10 lists in 10 weeks. It's Jerem, 10 and 10.
The top 10 teams BYU will face this year. Okay, not listed. Idaho State and South Florida. Sorry, not sorry.
Yikes.
Number 10, Utah State. Blake Anderson's the new head coach from Arkansas State amidst the in-season firing of Gary Anderson. No relation, by the way. Blake's quarterback transferred in, Logan Bonner. ESPN's FPI's 120th best team. Yikes, 1-5 last year. New OC, DC special teams coordinators for the 4th time in 4 years. I left South Florida off the list because I respect the Aggies more than the Bulls, but Utah State's still building.
It's going to take a while for the Aggies to get anywhere close to what they had going with Jordan Love and company.
Yeah. Number 9, Arizona. Wildcats were terrible in 2020, 0-5, 17 points a game. New head coach Jed Fish comes from the ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12, 13 years in the NFL, recently with the Patriots. Remember USF, Jordan Cloud, who went 7 of 14, 72 yards, touchdown and a pick against BYU in 2019? He might be the starter for Arizona. Power 5 bias for the Wildcats over the Aggies, but Arizona, not good.
Wow. The disrespect for the Wildcats is real.
Oh, absolutely.
Season
not
opener
good, man.
is about 10 weeks away. BYU and the Wildcats in Vegas.
Put it up in the locker room. Also put up that you know you stink anyway. Number 8, Georgia Southern. Yes, I think Georgia Southern is better than Arizona. The Eagles went 8-5 in the Sun Belt in 2020. Hashtag Sunbelt Sports Nation coming to you in 2034. The option-based rushing attack was the 5th best nationally. Top 25 in scoring defense as well. 4 of those 5 losses were by 1 score. 4-year starting quarterback Shea Wertz transferred to Louisville to be a receiver. So Georgia Tech quarterback transfer James Graham is in. He's a bigger version of Wertz. Defense had the most takeaways in the country. 6 starters returned.
Wow, you're telling me head-to-head, Georgia Southern is going to beat Arizona in a neutral site.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Number 7, Washington State. I wish Mike Leach was still there, mainly for the sound bites. But it's Nick Rolovich, the quarterback, who put up 72 against BYU for Hawaii in 01, and head coach of the Rainbow Warriors against BYU in the 2019 Hawaii Bowl. But enough about Nick. 1-3 record in 2020. Tennessee transfer Jarrett Garantano. Remember him from 2019 in Knoxville? He's the quarterback. What's up with quarterbacks transferring to schools that will play BYU that they already played? The Wazoo defense allowed 10-plus yards on 26% of plays, second worst in FBS for the team on the Palouse. Terrible defense.
That's what they do. They score a ton of points. They give up a ton of points. This game makes me nervous for BYU and Pullman. It has Pac-12 After Dark written all over it. Could end up being like a 58-55 game.
That team that scored a bunch of points, that was a couple of years ago.
Oh.
That's not this team. Number 6, Virginia. Hey, Bronco Kelly, Robert, Nick, Jason, Shane, Mark, Matt, and Garrett. There's a lot of former Cougs on that list, on that staff. ESPN FBI thinks really highly of the Hoos at 32nd right now. 5-5 in 2020, worst record since 2017. Lots of returning starters, including quarterback Brendan Armstrong, 18 touchdowns, 11 picks. He also ran for 552 and 5.
Yeah, I think highly of Virginia as well, and maybe that is soaked in bias because we have dealt with Bronco Mendenhall. We know what he's about, but I'm surprised to see them this low on the list because of the Football Power Index where they had them.
Yeah, they're going to be better. It doesn't mean they're good. Yeah. What's good? 8+ probably. Yeah. Number 5, Boise State. New head coach Andy Avalos returns back to Boise from Oregon for Brian Harsin, who went to Auburn. He got paid more. Broncos were 5-2 last year, losing the Mountain West Championship game to San Jose State, and this just in to BYU. Super talented offense with ballers returning. New OC Tim Plow comes from UC Davis. They're going to sling it and spread it as the OC. Remember the game on the Blue last year? Fun times. 8 returning starters on both sides. So I think Boise gets back to a kind of 10, 11, 12-win team.
I don't know why, but I'm a little slow on Boise State being this good with so much turnover. I think it's going to take them probably another season. I wouldn't be surprised to see them win only 8 or 9 games this season, just with a new head coach and everything.
The Power 5 teams on BYU's schedule aren't like upper echelon per se. So Boise State, while they could be a 9-win team, I think still is better than Washington State and maybe even Virginia, right? So that's why I have them so high. Number 4, Baylor. I think Baylor will be much improved. Jeff Grimes, Eric Mateos returned to Provo on Dave Aranda's staff. Aranda was a DC at Utah State in 2012. 2-7 last year. They struggled. Charlie Brewer, second all-time in pass yards in Waco. He went to Utah. More on him in a moment. Rush game struggled. 18% of carries turned into TFLs, most in FBS, but 16th best turnover margin in the country. I think the Bears will be better. They could be terrible, but I'm thinking Baylor's at least going to be kind of middle of the pack, Big 12.
Yeah, that's what's interesting about this. Like, I I wouldn't fault you if you put Baylor back at number 7 and bumped everybody up. They're the biggest question mark to me on the schedule.
They're an enigma. Yes.
I have no idea what to expect from Baylor.
Yes. Just giving Jeff Grimes some love, I guess. Number 3, Arizona State. Highly touted, expected to compete in the Pac-12 South with a group that was good but not great last year under Herm Edwards. Returning junior quarterback Jaden Daniels. A lot of people looking back to his freshman year about how good he is. 15 starters back from a 2-2 team, 2 L's by 8 points. They put up 40 a game in limited action, 70 in the Territorial Cup over Arizona.
Should have beaten USC.
The defense forced a takeaway on 25% of possessions, best in the nation. Limited action, but awesome. So a couple years ago, they went 8, and then last year, limited action. So really banking on Arizona State building with Herm Edwards and a young quarterback who everyone thinks will be way better.
Yeah, ultra athletic team. There's some drama swirling in Tempe right now around Arizona State's program. I wonder if that's going to have an effect.
What will the NCAA do, if anything, with that?
Yeah,
will they just slap them on the wrist?
Could play into this, but yeah, I feel like Arizona State underachieves a lot based on the talent that they consistently bring in. Is this year they maximize the talent?
Yeah, I don't believe Arizona State's like a top 15 team, but there's some that think they'll get up to that. Number 2, Utah. 3-2 record in 2020, 0 NFL draft picks. It's a weird year for Utah. Charlie Brewer, as mentioned, transferring from Baylor, will probably win that starting quarterback job. Add in TJ Pledger from Oklahoma at running back, Chris Curry from LSU. Utah feeling good about transfers in the backfield.
Brought in a bunch of 5-star guys.
Look at Utah. 11th best rush defense, but 99th against the pass in 2020. Again, only 5 games. That defense is always good. I'm not sure if Utah's a 10-win team or an 8-win team, but the Utes will be good again.
Will they win the Pac-12 South? Probably not, based on who's next in your list.
And the number 1 team BYU will face this year is USC. 26th in the ESPN FPI. Your boy Keaton Slovis is a junior. He calls Provo weird. We call Keaton Slovis weird. 5-1 record in the truncated 2020. 13 returning starters. Best passing offense returning among Cougar opponents this season. Lost the Pac-12 title game to Oregon, who got in for Washington. Defense had, listen to this, 16 takeaways in 6 games. That's insane. Ended the season ranked 21. They will be a top 25 preseason team.
To close out the season on the road in the Coliseum, that's a tall task for BYU. So I don't like the location of the game. The timing of the game, however, is interesting because you wonder what USC is going to bring to that game.
Will they have clinched a berth into the Pac-12 championship game and not need this?
They need to rest people.
Are they undefeated or have one loss and they're on the playoff hunt if it's really, really good? If it's bad, they're not in the Pac-12 title game? I don't know. But that is the initial 10-10 teams. We're going to be bringing you one a week for the next 9+ weeks.
Yeah, we're getting closer.